hello. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. What is up? Max Power, Zaris, Lucas Donald, Aracalypse, hello, Lord Vargas. Good to see ya. Zach Zeldabot, Ripple, Ruspelnut. Welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, what's up, Lord Vargas? Yeah, one thing I've learned during this whole pandemic thing is bandanas are so versatile. You can wear them over your mouth, you can wear them on your head. I just sit around all day and make magic content and try to think of new ways to use bandanas. It's what else are you gonna do during a pandemic? Super Fats, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, what's up, Dog and Myth? How are you? Good to see you. Snag Draxel, Super Fats, hello, welcome. Hazardous, good to see you. Joshka, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. What's up, Cat Melon? Yeah, I'm enjoying the banana as well. How's everyone doing tonight? Seth, you would never be the same person you are today, and Blood Moon never exists. Oh man, if Blood Moon never existed, I don't know where I'd be. So we're moderating, at least to start off tonight. Bandanas can also double as emergency toilet paper. Oh man, that's true. That grosses me out. My great-grandfather, when I was a little boy, he was like 85 years old, this old farmer guy. And I love my great-grandfather. He was an awesome guy, but he was the kind of guy that would have an actual bandana and would carry it in his pocket and like blow his nose on it and then put it back in his pocket and then like wipe his face with it and then put it back in the pocket and then blow his nose again. Like, ugh, it was like so disgusting. So I have some bad childhood memories of bandanas, but this pandemic has started to get me over them and realize, yeah, this is a motorcycle or like behind the music. I could be like 80s behind the music. Seth. What's up, Admiral? How are you tonight? Good to see you. Easy Rider stream tonight. Jaguar, welcome to the visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So tonight, we are Lukka Ig in Modern. Do you not live in the middle of nowhere anymore? Oh, I still live in the middle of nowhere. Yes, I still do. I look like some hippie. Well, I mean, that's kind of true. I would not argue if you called me a hippie. That is, I was probably more of a hippie in the past, but I'm still pretty hippie-ish, I would say. Yes, I'm excited for this deck. So let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, start playing some Magic, then we can talk about hippies and bandanas and their uses, and even maybe Magic if you want to. Whatever y'all want to do, we're going to have some fun tonight. So, reminders! Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, oh man, so Budget Magic yesterday, No Space TV for the 21st month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So I was Budget Magic. I think I underestimated how much people hate Agent of Treachery. I really do. I think I underestimated that because I thought, wow, like this is actually a really powerful deck for $100. Like Winota, and I also built it a few days ago before everyone was playing Winota. But yeah, I think I underestimated. There was a lot of comments about just like I hate Agent of Treachery. So, but if you want to play some Winota and steal some lands, it is a good option. So keep an eye out for that on the YouTube channel. Our sponsor tonight, of course, is Card Kingdom, and maybe you need some Magic cards. Maybe you want to pre-order some Ikoria cards. You know where you can get them? Over at cardkingdom.com. You can even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes and they will hook you up. Reminds me of Ozzy glasses and Ozzy impression. Nina Ozzy, oh man. I'm trying to remember. What does Ozzy do other than bite heads off bats? That's all I know, and I don't have a bat handy to bite the head off of. What's up, Jimmy? How are you tonight? Otherwise, Discord, it's new and improved. Merch page, got tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, I always appreciate them, but they're never required. $2 or more get your message right out of the stream. I feel like everyone's playing Narset and Lukka, but not Vivian. We gotta play some more. Some more Vivian at some point. Or some Vivian. I don't even know if we played it any long. Eating bats is no longer recommended. That's probably true. I'm sure that's not healthy at all. I don't know if I'll make it. I don't know. Should the bandana stay? I feel, what is the like most famous meme behind the music? Like Leaf Erikson or something. I don't even know the band that the guy's in, but the one where his like friend died and he's all cryy. The bandana reminds me of that guy. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about or not, but there's I'm probably saying, I think it's Leaf something. Ozzy sniffed a spider with cocaine. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's talk about this deck. Tonight we are playing one of my new favorite planeswalkers, Lukka. Lukka Copper Co Outcast. So the idea of this deck is sweet. This deck, oh man, it's got all the spice. We are not a dirty Agent of Treachery player. I've learned that people, Leaf Garrett, that yes, Leaf Erickson was a Viking. You're right. I think I had the wrong Leaf. So we've learned that people don't really like Agent of Treachery. So we're avoiding Agent of Treachery. I promise we're not using Luke getting Agent of Treachery. Instead, we're playing it fairly. We're just getting Emrakul. No big deal. Not an Agent of Treachery. We're not going to steal your lands or anything like that. So, fair Lukka in Modern. But really, the thing that makes this deck sweet, there's several of them. One is, we're all odds, so we get to play Abash as our companion. You can see we have the Arbor Elves and Birds of Paradise Utopia Sprawls to ramp us into 3-mana stuff, which is Seasoned Pyromancer. That's pretty good. Loots through our deck, finds our Lukka. Bone Crusher Giant for removal. Magus of the Moon to jank them out. Clothis is actually really sweet. Schnuppy-dooby-doo. For the first time, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Clothis is really sweet with Abash, since it doubles up the damage, so it's just pings for 4 every turn while we gain some life. But the sweetest card is Planebound Accomplice. So why do we have Planebound Accomplice? Why are we playing this card? Well, if we can get it down, we can put Lukka into play for 1 mana. And what does Lukka do in this deck? Well, we can draw cards with it. We got 26 creatures, so the +1 hits creatures. We can ultimate it, but really, what we want to do is -2 on any of our 3-drops. Maybe like Planebound Accomplice. It's a Planebound Accomplice puts a Planeswalker into play for free and immediately gets exiled by that Planeswalker. Lukka, not the best companion to have, I guess. But Lukka on a 3-drop automatically gives us Emrakul. Emrakul, it might not be Agent of Treachery, but it's still pretty decent. Like, it's still a reasonable way that should hopefully maybe win us the game if we can get it on the battlefield. And that's basically the plan of the deck. Abash can also come down and just double up the damage of our random dorks, let us win that way. Sideboard-wise, we get Chokes to deal with the annoying blue decks. We get Pillage to blow up lands, Anger for removal, some life goes on for life gain, Nature's Claim for artifacts, Relic to deal with graveyards, and it's odd, so we can't play like Leyline of the Void or whatever. And that's basically the idea of the deck. Odd, Lukka, Planebound Accomplice, Gruul in Modern. We could have Emrakul on turn 3, thanks to the power of Lukka. Yeah, Lukka's busted. Lukka's so good. So Lukka's -2, if you haven't seen it before. You exile a creature you control, then you reveal cards from your deck until you hit a creature with a higher converted mana cost. So it's like a polymorph or Indomitable Creativity, but it automatically gets something higher, so this means it's a polymorph that we can play with a deck full of creatures, because the only creature that costs more than 3 mana is Emrakul, so if we hit any 3-drop with that, we know that Emrakul is the end result. So that's kind of the idea. It's like it is literally an odd deck. What happens if you I feel like it's a bit greedy to have just one Emrakul. What happens if you draw? Haha! We have a solution for that, which is Seasoned Pyromancer. Gives us a way to loot it back in our deck, and then Emrakul shuffles back in. So I feel like 1 is fine thanks to that. There is a slight chance of getting punished if everything goes wrong, but the deck, it can win without Emrakul. We don't have to have Emrakul to win the game. We can just win like a relatively normal deck. So let's get on. Let's get on tonight. I don't know if I can wear this. I think I gotta take it off. I think the headband, do we need a poll? Does the headband come off or not? Bloodbraid would be great, but Bloodbraid is even, unfortunately. I think I gotta take it off. It stays? Uh-oh. Wait, what is, keep it on. Trucker Seth. Pull it out. I still haven't figured out how to put it. I know there's a way to do a poll really easily, but I don't know how to do it. Keep it. Banana looks great. All right, well, we'll keep it at least until we lose. How about that? If we start losing, then all bets are off, and maybe the headband too. It's a modern night. I'm easy. I'd be comfortable with or without headband. I just feel a little Axl Rosy. and Axl Rose, I don't know if I want to be Axl Rose. We're doing a strip league. Yes, every time we lose a match, we have to take off clothes. Thankfully, I have a headband, I have this overshirt, so unless we have a really bad run, we will still be family friendly. Well, we'll keep this. We need Vegas to the moon. Time to get main deck. I actually think Unmoored Ego might be worth it in Standard. Like, I'm close to main decking it. I know Crim main decks it, but Crim is weird like that. Crim main decks it when you shouldn't main deck it. But, so the Crim level is not the level I want to be at. But I actually think it's really close to being main deckable. Get a turn 2 Evercool for us. I don't know. Can we get turn 2? I don't know if we can actually turn 2 in this deck. I don't think we have quite enough ramp. The mighty blah. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So in Standard, you hit Fires of Invention against Fires. You hit Winota or sometimes Agent of Treachery against the Winota deck. You hit Wilderness Reclamation against Temur Wreck. You can hit... What do you hit against the Yarion deck? I don't know. What is Elspeth Conqueror's Death, maybe? Yarion deck is like the Yarion deck is one where there's not as clear cut of an answer. Zenith Flare against Cycling. Yes, that's another one. So a lot of the top tier decks have like one key card that's really good to hit. Do a Strip Mine League with one deck that somehow got 2 wins on Arena. Oh no. We can't do that. It would not be a family friendly stream, and I'd probably get my Twitch account suspended. I don't know how Twitch feels about nudity. But yes, we would be, I would have to wear I would need layers and layers of clothes to play that deck. Phone it takes down our Arbor Elf. Okay. Wait, no companion? Opponent, really? Opponent's a no companion kind of person, huh? Alright, fair enough. Hey, welcome, We Are Venom. Good to see ya. Hello. Glad to have ya. Yeah, opponent has no friends, apparently. Fear and Loathing. Twitch loves nudity, just not of ugly people. Oh, yeah, I better keep my clothes on then. Opponent. Oh, 2 Arbor Elves. Interesting. Well, crack this. I guess we gotta kill Arbor Elves now, unfortunately. Get a... Mountain. Stomp the Arbor Elf. Untap. Magus with Moon not looking good. Opponent's probably playing Blood Moon in their deck as well. Yeah, they might just be Panza-ing. Is this the deck from the podcast? Was this deck on the podcast? Let's just bolt the Elf. Play an Elf. Elf Wars. What's up, Teeth? Go. Lukka. We want a Lukka. That's what we need. Seriously, Angel, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, what's up, Atheist? How are you? Good to see you this fine evening. It's a mirror, sort of, but Pony has no companion, so it's... In the mirror, having the 8th card in hand, I assume gives us a big advantage. Archer General! Good to see you! 15 months of FUTs indeed. Good to see you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Oh, maybe opponent's just playing a... Opponent might just playing like a random mid-range deck. Oh, that is Lukka, but we need mana. Oh, so we can't even play... Oh, no! If we play Seasoned Pyromancer, we have to discard it? Discard 2 cards. Alright, in that case, we will just tap, untap. I think we hold on to our cards and play Bone Crusher. And then next turn, if we draw land, Lukka Emrakul. If we don't draw land, Seasoned Pyromancer, discard the other cards and try to find land. Yeah, I know. Opponent playing with 7 cards in hand is risky. Risky business. Opponent, gonna keep eating stuff. Thoughts on getting a Moto, use some sort of rental service. Big fan of rental services. I use the Card Hoarder one. I would highly recommend it. If you have a bunch of money, buying is great, especially if you only want to play a single... Oh, the time has come. Opponent could have Bolt. Opponent's leaving back... Oh, all right. We're gonna crack this. So if they kill the creature in response, it does fizzle. Crack this. Oh, just go for it. No fear. If our opponent has bolt, though, we basically just more or less lose, because then they kill Bone Crusher. Then Scavengers kills Lukka. All right. I mean, we came here to not Agent of Treachery off Lukka, so let's not Agent of Treachery off Lukka. No fear. No fear. Playing Abash is probably this. Actually, that's way smarter, isn't it? Yeah, let's play Abash. I think that is actually really smart. That's way smarter than the other option. Emrakul will come. Emrakul will come. Oh, this is the deck for the podcast about how I forgot our little talk about Emrakul not being good enough and needing to Abash to double the damage. I forgot all about that. Next turn, it's coming. I promise. The stupidity is coming. It will come. But we got a friend, and our opponent does it. We got to take advantage of it. How Lukka works, I reveal all the cards from your deck until I reveal with higher CMC. I put the first creature who appears. Yeah, so Lukka, you -2 to exile a creature you control, and you reveal cards until you hit one with a higher CMC than the one you exiled. Wow, opponent just trades it in. Wow. Oh, opponent has got to be wishing they had an Abash right now. So yes. So when we sack this Abash, we know that it's going to be Emrakul because there's no other higher CMC card in our deck. Opponent Kraken. Opponent's fighting the good fight. A Ninja Turtle. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. And Emrakul happens to be 15, so it's also odd. Opponent's all about, game. Oh, opponent, these oozes are not going to get the job done. They're not. Yeah, sure. Eat them away. Ooh, yeah. Good job, opponent. Yeah, that's fair. Well, now the time has certainly come. No doubt about it. Wow, this lightning bolt's for 6. Abash is absurd. It's absurd. Well, I guess we go to combat. We might as well get in with Abash. Take the 6. And then, Lukka's surprise. How are you, Ninja Turtle? Good to see you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you. So how's everyone been since yesterday afternoon? Did everyone have a good Monday evening, Tuesday morning, wherever in the world you happen to be? Well, tap, untap. I assume our opponent scoops to this. Lukka. We are exiling Abash. If we do Arbor Elf, we might end up we'd probably end up hitting it 3-drop most likely. If we hit Abash, we know the result. There's no randomness here. No variance. We know what's coming. Opponent, that's an Emrakul, and your go. Okay, Gruul. Can you deal with Emrakul? Oh, I forgot. This is end of semester time, isn't it? Saint Clarity! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot it's an opponent. Does not like the Emrakul surprise. Scoops it up. Yeah, I forgot. I have a couple of younger brothers who are at college. Yeah, they were talking. This is like finals and all that kind of stuff in the U.S. at least. Yeah. Working from home is starting to become wearing. Yeah, what do you think if you're someone who? Yeah, I'm not. I just got off my Harley. Got off my hog. But yeah, I'm not studying for finals. I never thought Life Goes On would become a sideboard staple when I first saw it. I mean, gain 8 usually is pretty good. Like 8 for 1. That's about as high as it gets for life gain. I'm a teacher and I want my school year to end. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Teaching would be a job that, yeah, that has to be a lot different. A lot different doing it online compared to in person. Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure. I work from home and I'm ready for my wife to stop working from home. You think Pillage is good in this matchup? I guess they have Utopia Sprawls. All right, what can we... So we can cut the Maguses, because our opponent's a Blood Moon deck too, so Magus doesn't do anything. I would say Pillage for sure. And then maybe Anger? Pillage and Anger, run it like that? That seems fine. Not I am the oldest of nine, so I have a massive family. Working from home makes communicating with clients difficult. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, big, majorly big family. uh, Seth's parents are probably Catholic. Sort of. More like my father was Catholic growing up, but more like evangelical kind of upbringing. Oh yeah, I've started making my coffee from home, and I don't really mind it. I don't mind the home coffee. Oh, feeling better, Cocos? That is most excellent. Well, this hand is pretty sweet. We have the Planebound. If we draw Utopia Sprawl, it could be turn two win, depending on what our opponent has. We will play a Forest. We will play Arbor Elf. If we don't, we potentially have turn three win with the sacrificial Planebound Accomplice Lukka plan. All right, pass the turn. Utopia's Pro one time for the turn two win. Dr. Pedrop, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Be super cheer for you. Please no land destruction. All right, sure. Well, Utopia's probably still okay about it. Seal of Fire. I don't even know if we play it. Let's just play Wooded Foothills and pass. If we leave up the fetch land, our opponent can't blow it up. Yeah, get in, hit ya. Pass the turn. Huge fan of the show. What's your biggest advice for doing YouTube videos for Magic? Ooh. I think one of the hardest parts about doing YouTube content right now is there's so much Magic content. The proliferation of Magic content is just massive. All right, so opponent's got the removals. The removals for days. All right, so we'll crack this. Well, we can kill the Arbor Elf at least. We will get there eventually. Our opponent's playing the control role, but we will get there. So I think finding your niche is important, especially recently with there being so much Magic content. Some of the content that I've seen explode the most, I think maybe the best example is Spice 8 Rack. Spice does something that's really unique with the lore focus and so forth, and it's really like taken off. So I feel like, I mean, it's got to be something you enjoy, or it's not going to work. Period. But I think kind of finding your niche is maybe the most important thing. I mean, I think it's kind of the same with me. Like when I started making videos and stuff, my theory was Painless Quill. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My theory was kind of that there's tons of content of pros playing like tier decks, and I already liked building like janky under the radar decks. It was already like the play style I enjoyed. So for me, it was a pretty natural fit to kind of do jankier non-pro content. Oh, did I miss a sub? Oh no. Oh, Zelda Zach! My apologies. Hello, everyone. It's Zach, probably better known as Zelda Zach, and it's time for another edition of Cesspuns. Well, Zelda Zach, welcome back to the Fishbowl, and again, my apologies. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. But that would be my advice. Like, try to find your niche. Like, if you just want to play, like, Jeskai Fires in Standard or something, there's a million people doing it. Like, if you do it in a unique way, or that's what you love, go for it. But I think finding your niche is important. Oh yeah, there definitely are other people. I would not like I didn't invent the idea of playing janky decks. Another one was T-Woo. Like Woo's Brews was probably the premier back when I was starting to make videos. Woo's Brews was probably like the premier like janky content at the time. Or like brewing content, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's fair to call it janky. Like some Travis built some really good decks. But some of them were also pretty janky. Let's just close this. All right. Poe's only got one card in hand. We have the Planebound Accomplice combo to get the Emrakul. What can our opponent do this turn? This is a question. This is a turn. Brewer's Kitchen is another. Brewer's Kitchen just has like super high quality is my perception. All right, another Utopia Sprawl. One card in hand. What is it? What is it? We don't really care about land destruction too much. I guess a lightning bolt would actually be bad. Oh, we have. Ooh. Opponent. Oh, they're leaving up mana. They're leaving up mana. Oh. Do we have to go for it anyway? Into the face? Into the face of it? I know I started listening to the Goldfish podcast at episode 100, but when was the first episode? Ooh, jeez. Oh, well, 100 episodes before that. I want to say 2015? Around the beginning of 2015? Somewhere in that range. Back in the Chaz days. Oh, boy. All right. I mean, we are going to go for it. We got to go for it. Opponent, eating stuff. 4 or 5. We take 7 down to 7. Untap. Eat a. We gotta go. Eat a pillage, gain some life. Is this Planebound's Accomplice time to win a modern game? Is it? We're about to find out. Eat the pillage. Play the mountain. Combo time. We could have done this so much earlier if everyone didn't have the removal. Planebound Accomplice. Come on, no bolts. No bolts. Planebound Surprise. Oh! Activate Planebound Accomplice. Oh, no! Oh, wow. Wow. All right, so Pone had all the answers. Yeah. I don't think there's... So, we go to 1? I don't think there's a way out of this. How could we get out of this? Ugh, that was brutal. Yeah, the problem is next turn we gotta play Lukka before we can cast that card again, so... Pyromancer, maybe? Gives us a shot? I mean, we gotta go for it, or we're gonna lose it. Oh, now they draw the land. Ugh. Well, Pone had a very control hand this game. They had pillage 2 removal spells, which for their deck that's a lot. Yeah. Well, sure. And then Clothis gets fizzled. So I think Planebound, I think Pyromancers are only possible out here. Yeah, this Ooze was good that game. And more Lukkas. Yeah, alright. Disappointing. Yeah, I guess another Planebound Accomplice. But that doesn't even do it, though, because we get an Emrakul, but our opponent, we need multiple blockers. So even just getting Emrakul is not good enough at that point. Hey, thanks for the host, Marty. Huh. Hey, Seth, I've had some success in the meta with Kaya. Ooh, let me see Tally Hall. Exile Tribal. Hushbringer does hate on a decent amount of stuff. That is interesting. Deathless Knight. I have not seen too many Deathless Knight decks. I mean, that's definitely a very interesting looking deck. I think Kaya is decent right now, for sure. I think we're doing well. We're 1-1 in this game, but our opponent needed a lot of answers to not be dead. Yeah, all right. Here we go. you see a lot of people using companions on Moto. Our opponent's not for some reason, which is probably wrong, but yeah, I would expect that we would play. Usually, if you play like a modern league on. Oh no. Well, this hand would be okay if we could cast all these lightning bolts. Oh dear. Yeah, that looks like a good way to loot. Oh no! Oh, Magic Gods! From so close to just winning. Oh no! Oh. Not like this. Oh. Oh, this is a sad way for this to go. Alright, well, yeah. 4 cards it is. Bottom, bottom, also bottom. Well, let's hope our opponent does nothing. Land. Arbor Elf, go. Booted. Yeah, this seems extremely likely to end with us losing. Opponent has an Arbor Elf. Well, Utopia Sprawl. Oh, this is scary. On red, untap it. Bolt Arbor Elf, go. I mean, it's a passable 4. I mean, it's not bad. The problem is we're against Ponza, so if they can play a land destruction spell, we go to literally nothing. About it. Kraken. I mean, if we draw land, we can play Abash, and Abash is pretty decent. Utopia Sprawl. On red. And there's the removal spell. Yeah. Well, play another Arbor Elf. Go. Well, once they Ponza, then we can scoop. Yeah, that's disappointing. With companions on the rise, will all non-companion decks be pushed out of the top tier competition? I think most of them will. Or they will add a companion to the deck. If Wizards offered me a job in play design, would I take it? I am extremely doubtful that I would do that. I like making Magic content, and I like what I do. Well, Wooded Foothills, crack it. Get a Forest. And, I mean, we do get to play Abash. Our 4-card hand is trying to put up a fight. Abash. And your go, opponent. There would be a lot of Blood Moons and Bannervada gods. But no, I don't think I would like working like a job at Wizards, because I like interacting with people. Like, I enjoyed streaming and hanging out with all of you, and that's not really what the design job is about for the most part. So I don't think I personally would really enjoy it. Yeah, opponent hitting some lands. Bloodbraid spins a wheel into a lightning bolt. Stuff is dying. Booted. Passes. Well, we will Kitchen Finks. Gain some life. Get in for 6. Hit our opponent out of 12. Oh man, this would be a pretty miraculous win. I have a question towards Modern Jund. Isn't Tarmogoyf and Croxus kind of bad together? why do I want to play them together? It is a little awkward. Tarmogoyf wants stuff in your graveyard. Kroxa wants you to exile. Maybe you could just get enough stuff in your graveyard that it's fine, though. All right, Bloodbraid into Utopia's Brawl. Well, opponent's got Bloodbraids for literal days. This, oh, that turns on Klothys. Ugh. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hey, what's up, Top Hat? It's a Lukka Planebound Accomplice Gruul deck with Abash. Well, we will stomp a Bloodbraid. Go to combat, attack our opponent. Opponent blocks. Goes to 8. Kitchen Finks returns. I'll play Arbor Elf. Maybe Abash is going to get there. Is this just companion power to get this win? Yeah? It's kind of working. Hey, what's up, Bizit? How are you? Good to see you. Opponent, gonna gain some life. Wow. If we win this, it would be so awesome and miraculous. Up to 10. Opponent. This is another Bloodbraid? Bloodbraid Tron? Oh, come on now. Alright, Bloodbraid into Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt's Kitchen Finks. Opponent. Passing. Planebound Accomplice. Well. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Opponent takes it to 2. Well, we'll play Bone Crusher Giant past the turn. Oh, they gotta be out of Bloodbraids. They gotta be. Opponent goes back up to 4. This Klothys is keeping our opponent in it, and it's gonna turn on and be indestructible to block our stuff. So we still need another draw at some point. Yeah, Planebound can attack a little bit right now. Hey, what's up, Archburger Lord? How are you? Yeah, companions are busted. Busted. Opponent exiles Bolt, goes to 4. Oh, finds an Ooze. Turns on Klothys. Another Ooze. Well, come on, Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt or Lukka. Opponent passes. Well, tap, untap. Season Pyromancer. Discard Planebound. Yeah. Pass the turn. Oh boy. If we did, we're putting up an amazing fight for mauling to 4. I don't know if this is going to end with a win, but the fight has been impressive. I don't think it's impossible that companions all end up getting banned. Who called for bannings? Lord Vorgonis. Opponent up to 13. Eats Planebound Accomplice. Is there a companion that would go well in Teamer Wilderness Rack for standard? Not really. I don't know what Wilderness Rack could play. This is a frustrating one. Opponent passes. Stomping Grounds untapped. Planebound Accomplice. Go. If you skip out on Brazen Bar, Nightpack, Ambush, Sugar, yeah, I guess if you play no creatures, if you go creature free, but I don't know if it's worth it for that deck to give up having Uro in specific. About it. Yeah, eat stuff, gains life. Well, I guess in some ways this shows the power of having a companion. We mulligan to 4, and we've been right on the edge of winning. Oh boy, we mulligan to 4, and we've been right at the edge of winning this match anyway, despite just like the most god awful luck trying to get a functional opening hand. Oh boy, this one's really sad. I don't want to lose this one. Opponent, yeah, drew something else. Forest. More Utopia Sprawls. On green. Eats a Bloodbraid, goes up to 9. Eats a Bloodbraid, goes up to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, opponents, this Clothis is never turning off. Opponent passes. Lukka! Lukka! Oh, the pillage would have been the bolt would have been so good a turn or two ago. Boy, this has been just a game of brutal inches. So opponent's up to 10 now. So our 6 damage lightning bolt is not enough. And our opponent keeps gaining 2 a turn. Well, alright, tap on tap. Pillage the Utopia Sprawl land. Pass the turn. So opponent goes up to 12. We go down to 7. I mean, we might have to swing out eventually. I don't know how they mess up, though. They have enough blockers that it seems hard for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If we could get to the point where we could turn off this Clothis, then we'd have a chance to do things. The Clothis is a big problem because that just eats any creature for free. If we can turn off the Clothis, we have hope. We could draw a second bolt, possibly. Or a Lukka. Or a Lukka. Or a Lukka! Oh, if they have a bolt in hand, well, we will Planebound Accomplice. Lukka. Lukka. Oh! Emrakul. Okay. 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 Kill us his turd, opponent. Kill us his turd. Kill us his turd. Oh! Planebound accomplice. Keep through. On the Multifor. On the Multifor. All right. We gotta fade one more turn. That's a 30 damage Emrakul. Can our opponent 5 us this turn? I don't think they had Bolt, or they would have fizzled our they would have definitely fizzled the Emrakul. Oh my goodness. On the Multifor? On the Multifor? The power of companions? We still have a Bolt to help stay alive. We can jump block with everything. We don't care. And opponent scoops it up! Opponent scoops it up! Oh my goodness. On the Multifor. Well, on one hand, that was Planebound accomplice being a hero in Modern for the first time ever. That was awesome. What that Planebound is the only card that would have done it. I mean, I guess we could have run another Bolt, but we couldn't have cast our Lukka. Like, that is an example of why having this janky-looking Planebound accomplice was actually perfect. On the other hand, that was also a huge example of the power of having a companion. Like, if we were playing our opponent's deck without a companion, I don't think there's any way we win. Like, Abash was the reason we were able to stay in that game. Whew. Wow, that was a ridiculous match. Wow. Well, overcoming a Multifor feels good. It definitely does. When it actually happens. Oh, the bandana stays. Leif Erikson. Oh, Axl Rose. Who else wears bandanas? Jimi Hendrix, the Leaf guy from the Behind the Music that's not actually Erikson, Axl Rose. Also, what else can you do with a bandana? I've been thinking a lot about that during the pandemic. I mentioned that earlier. What other than like blowing your nose and boring stuff? Mask, bandana, Bret Michaels, pirates, yes. I need an eye patch to do a pirate stream. People who swear quite a bit. Is there a correlation between bandanas and swearing? Neil Purr, okay. Make a mask. Yeah, I do the mask. That's why I have the bandana actually. It's my my mask when I have to go out shopping or whatever. Makeshift Oh. Well, I don't think we'll do that on the stream. Sweat. That makes much more sense. All right. Companion versus companion. Cattle robbers. Yeah, rustle. I think they're called rustlers. I mean, the Santa stream was objectively the best thing ever. I think a pirate stream. I mean, I actually had. So we did gingerbread stream and we did Santa stream. I'm gonna have to do another one because I think it. Ooh, Luris. All right. So Luris could be anything. That's basically every modern deck. Krauser for the 17th month. Hey Seth, thanks for being a bright spot these times. Keeps up the amazing content. Well, Krauser, thank you so much for the resub and welcome to the Fishbowl. Big soup cheer for you. What other costumes could we do? We did Gingerbread Man. I think we're gonna keep this. We don't have a 1-drop, but we got a Emrakul, and we could speed it up if we happen to draw some ramp. Stomping Grounds, go. Leaf Garrett, that's what it was. Bank robber stream. They gotta be legal. Does Loris fit into any death and taxes list you know of? I actually played against someone that was playing black white Loris taxes, and it seemed reasonable. I mean, you get a lot of the good. Oh, it's burn. Ooh, well, good thing we have the life gain in the sideboard and a kitchen finks in hand. That gives us. Oh, all right. You know what's you know what 3 of is really good against burn. I'll take another kitchen finks, honestly, deck. If you want to just give us another kitchen finks next turn, I am perfectly all right with that. But the black white taxes with Luris looked actually pretty good. Winota Commander. So I will give you a hint that there is going to be a Ikoria. This season's got a little messed up with the the guest theme as far as doing release episodes like for Ikoria of Commander Clash. But I know Tomer is working on Winota. Tomer claimed Winota really quick. And the Commander Top 10 video will be up this week. That was running a little late because Tomer was editing all the C20 stuff, his upgrade videos, but that'll be up this week too. Actually, kind of a lot of Commander stuff this week on the YouTubes. And I recorded rough drafts. First rough drafts, I did that today. Today, I got a lot done today. I got Ikoria rough drafts done. I got a Brewer's Minute on a Commander topic done. I wrote a couple of articles. So yeah, there's a lot of sweet stuff coming up. Is a video under? Of course it's under an hour. Why wouldn't it be? Opponent, all right, just hits a Sacred Foundry. Oh, wow, Planebound is actually super sweet here. So we will Kitchen Fangs. So if our opponent taps out, we could Emrakul and win next turn. Man, maybe Planebound is just the nuts in this deck. Maybe that's our secret for everything. All the lightning bolts mean we do need our opponent to tap out. But if our opponent does tap out, we just Emrakul, and burn seems very unlikely to be an Emrakul. Opponent. Bobble, trying to set up for Luris. Abash Burn, it could work. You lose like Boros Charm. The big deal, I think, is Burn has a hard time getting to 5 mana. Although if you can get Luris on the battlefield, it's obviously insane. Shield of Fire. Okay. Oh, it's counters. Oh. Wow, that is a ridiculous blowout. Wow, that works that way? Huh, okay. If we draw Emrakul, we are sad. Hmm. So what do we do? What do we do here? We're playing against Burn. Lightning Bolt's a card. This is so tough. The question is, do we like... If we don't go for it, do we just lose anyway? We're at 13. We could also season Pyromancer and make a couple dorks. That might actually be more effective than Kitchen Finks. I would love to get Emrakul. The problem is if they have Bolt and they hit the Planebound Accomplice in response. They have exactly 4 bolts. That's it, right? It's just 4 bolts. Oh, all right, we got it. Let's pull up a burn list. How many answers do they have? Like, if it's just 4 bolts, maybe we just go for it. I mean, sometimes you just gotta risk it. It's probably just 4 bolts. Oh. They could have bolted last turn for even more damage. Ooh, all right. We're going for it. We're going for it. We're going for it. We came here to do it, and we're going to do it. Planebound Accomplice. Planeswalker. Lukka. Lukka on Planebound Accomplice. They always have it. Alright, sure. Yeah. I don't think... The other option, I think, would be playing Seasoned Pyromancer. And just trying to chump block. The problem is, they can just leave up Lightning Bolt forever. So, I don't feel like... Like, we're ever going to get a great window against this deck, most likely. Oh, my goodness. Another light up the stage. Wow. I think that... Oh, that is a little unfortunate. Another Soulscar Mage. There's a Lava Dart. Holy... Oh! Wow! Well... Yeah, I think that's game. Utopia Sprawl on red. Season Pyromancer. Discard some cards. Draw some cards. Seal of Fire. Kill Abbott. Burn Catacombs. Well, we're not dead yet, but we're not alive. What would you suggest for the sideboard in Jeskai or Mardu cycling? I like the counterspell plan. So opponent gets to double Lava Dart. Maybe we're still just dead, honestly. Disappointing. Disappointing. Ether Gust is a good one. Grafdigger's Cage is a good one. Abbott. We're going to draw some more cards. It's a land. Lava Dart again. Goblin Guide. Sure. Alright, well, opponent had the right card in hand, and they survived. That was interesting. I mean, I guess it is a drawback of our plan, is that our opponent can have the Lightning Bolt. So we'll bring in some life gain. We'll go down the Magus of the Moons, which, well, maybe it's probably better than Relic. Keeping the removal. Yeah, we'll keep 2 Maguses. Run it like that. Oh yeah, Burn is the probably the best deck in Modern at the moment, thanks to Luris. Burn, it's another one of those things. Burn is kind of like we talked about with Ramp. The traditional downside of Burn is the way Burn loses is it draws too many lands, primarily, because every one of their cards deals 3 damage. So the way it loses if it doesn't draw 7 non-land cards, basically. Other than, like, random hate cards. So, I believe there's a donate button at the top or the bottom of the screen, depending on where you're at. Thanks to Loris and Mishra's Bobble, and also the Cycle of Horizon Canopy lands, Burn is, it is very hard for Burn to run out of gas now. So Burn has definitely moved way up in terms of the Modern meta ratings. Wish that Lukka's ability was written in a less uninteractable way. Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably fair. It's about like how past polymorphs have been. Yeah, if you need Bobbles, I think you either hope that... So, Bobble's a weird one. If Luris remains in the format, it's going to get really expensive. It would be... I don't even want to think about how expensive it would be if it wasn't recently reprinted multiple times. It was like in Mystery Boosters and in one of the later Master sets. it would probably be $100. I would guess $100 uncommon. One land, but full of cards that we want. We do have Utopia Sprawl. So that's land number 2. Arbor Elf will certainly die. This is the kind of hand that I keep and then get yelled at. Well, I don't think Lurrus is going to get banned before the paper release because they didn't announce a BNR yet. I think it's like 100% to get banned, at least in Legacy and Vintage. It's just a matter of when. Oh, this is right on. This is so close. Arbor Elf dies. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Well, this doesn't actually solve the problem. All right, we will continue to mulligan. We will keep Planebound bottom and I guess Seal of Fire bottom. All right. Well, this is a functional-ish 5-card hand. Parika! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I think Modern is also very likely. I don't know. The future of companions is... It is very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's go on red. I think there's an outside shot that the whole mechanic gets changed or banned. Like, if you want to keep them in the format, one of the easiest ways to do it, I think, is to... All right, opponent has Seal of Fire. One of the easiest ways to do it would be to get rid of... Wooded Foothills, Crackwooded Foothills. They can't be playing land destruction. One of the easiest ways, if they don't want to ban any companions, the way you could get around it would be to essentially just ban the companion mechanic. So you can still play Lurrus, but you have to play it as main deck card. You can still play whatever, you just have to play it as main deck card. That would be unprecedented. They've never done that before, but the companion mechanic is also unprecedented. If they don't take a pathway, something like that, or some sort of like errata, like if you have a companion, you draw a 6-card hand instead of a 7-card hand or something. I think the idea that you draw a 7-card hand and put a card back, I think would still be too good. I think maybe you just have to draw a 6-card hand and start from there. So unless they do something quirky with the rules, I would say that... Well, all right. I guess we just Abash. I would say that Lurrus will almost guaranteed be banned in Legacy and Vintage. It will be banned in Legacy and Vintage. I will just guarantee it right now. There's no way it doesn't get banned in Legacy and Vintage. And it seems very likely to be banned in Modern and possibly Pioneer as well. Not as guaranteed as Legacy and Vintage. But I think there's still a high shot. And then the question is going to be, like... All right, opponent just has Path. Well, that's a good sideboard card. Then the question is going to be, do other companions just fill the void? I think that's the big question, is Lurrus is the best companion. But is it just that starting with 8 cards in hand is so good that if you get rid of Lurrus, then everyone will play Yarion. And you'll have 100% Yarion decks, and then you'll have to ban Yarion. And then Yarion's so good that everyone plays, I don't know, Abash or Zerda or whatever. So that's kind of the question. If you start banning companions, do they just keep kind of spiraling down the road because the mechanic itself is so strong? that it basically just like incentivizes you to always play it. So if that's what happened, then in theory, like banning them would actually make it worse, because right now there's 10 companions to choose from. So at least there's some diversity. But if it was down to like 5 companions and you still had to always play oh God. Oh God. It really is Molten Rain. Huh. Okay. That is not good for us. But what is good for us is a new donation, a big donation, a $40 donation from Jebelith Thomas. $40 donation. Hey, Seth, thank you for all the amazing content. Your videos helped me through some rough times. Thank you for everything. Well, Jebele, thank you so much for the huge donation and also for the kind words. I've said this before, but those are the messages by far that mean the most to me. Like when people are like, "Hey, I love your deck," that's great, and I'm glad you love my deck. And those messages do also make me feel good. But when people talk about how like for some reason like playing a silly game and doing silly streams and making YouTube videos is actually like helpful in real life, like those are the messages that by far mean the most to me. So thank you for the donation and also just for the encouraging words. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a 3-for-1. Day in Wildfire, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Hey, and now our opponent gets to draw an extra card every turn. Because, Loris, thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we got to draw a way to kill Loris this turn or we lose. Opponent gets a land. Well, opponent draws an extra card. I mean, Kitchen Fink's a good magic card, but Kitchen Finks does not beat Burn that draws an extra card every turn, unfortunately. We will play Kitchen Finks. We will get in with Bone Crusher Giant. Wow, that Molten Rain was but probably the card that wins our opponent this game, honestly. Oh, there's a Bolt. Well, they're going to have a lot of those because they're drawing an extra card every turn. So that's going to be a thing that happens. Would Loris be banned if it actually was effective Graveyard Hate? I mean, it's dominating like Vintage and Legacy and Modern, which are formats that have, I don't know how much more effective you can get than like Leyline of the Void. So, I mean, I don't think that the level of Graveyard Hate would actually be able to stop it, because I feel like Graveyard Hate is already very good in those formats. Yeah, I think that's the challenging part about playing against companions is, like, Loris is a really good example. Even if, like, the easiest way to, most Loris decks can, well, all Loris decks that are playing as a companion can only play the companion version because of how it's restricted. So you only get one. So, in theory, you kill Loris, it's done with forever. The problem is, since Loris decks are mostly all Bobble decks, that Loris comes down, it immediately gets to draw an extra card, and then you, like, Lightning Bolt it. Even just that exchange, which is, like, the minimum damage that Loris can do against you, even that exchange, it's still a 2-for-1 in your opponent's favor. Like, you lose a removal spell, they lose, at 2-for-0, really. They lose an 8th card that is a bonus, and they drew an extra card off a Bobble. So the floor is just so insanely high that even if you deal with it in the most effective way possible, it's still not really all that effective. Would I ever go... I responded to one earlier today, Doug, with like a list of deck lists. If you sent me another one after that, then I have not seen that one. Would I ever go work? I'm not interested in going to work at Wizards. No. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I changed my mind, but there was actually a time a long time ago when I talked to Wizards about that a little bit. But it's not something. It's not something that I don't think I'd enjoy it, honestly. Like, I don't think. For one thing, I don't think I want the headache. I don't think I want to deal with. I want to deal with everyone being mad no matter what you do. So that's one thing. Another thing is, I really like to speak my mind. You might, I don't know if you've realized that, but I don't do well with, I don't want to say authority, but like, I don't know. I value being able to speak openly about stuff. And one of the things about working for any big corporation, this isn't Wizards, but is you have to speak with that in mind. So it's the same as any company, but I enjoy being able to interact freely about Magic. So I feel like it would be really hard for me to like give up streaming, kind of have to toe the company line, so to speak, in regards to Magic stuff, which is 100% what you should ask someone to do if they're going to work at your company. Like, I don't think it's wrong. That's not a knock on Wizards. It's just not something I would really want to do. And we have another new donation from. Yeah, this one is looking pretty over. I guess if we draw a red source, there's a slight chance. Booster Therapy, $10 donate. Oh, opponent's just going off. This is 11, 12, 13, 14? All right, well, there's a huge attack. Booster Therapy with the $10 donation. Thank you for the stream, Seth. I've got about 2 hours left of my drive, and the entertainment has been fantastic as always. Looking forward to more opponents scooping it up. Well, Booster Therapy, drive carefully, and thank you. Well, we're going to gain back some of this life, and we are going to pray really hard for a red source. Yeah, so because we're a Blood Moon deck or a Magus of the Moon deck, we really don't want a bunch of mountains, but getting hit by, I mean, really, it's getting hit by that Molten Rain is what did all of this. Opponent, extra card. Well, I mean, I guess we'll pass the turn. Hey, what's up, David? How are you? Good to see you. Would you rather see more standard sets like the past few you've had and have bannings of cards too powerful, or see standard sets that are more safe in the future with less powerful cards? That's a really interesting question. So, I would rather have, and maybe these are, Lava Dart. Okay, yeah, all right. Let's go on to the next one. Yeah, this deck's really good. Luris pretty busted. I would rather have, I believe, more like Throne of Eldraine style cards, sets, more Throne of Eldraine style sets than I would have like Champions of Kamigawa or Ixalan sets that are kind of safe and uninspired. On the other hand, I really honestly do think that some of the risks Wizards have taken recently are just not well measured. Like, this came up on Twitter. Barrow asked about it today, like, what people thought about the power level of Standard, and I really think it is, like, the 1% of cards or something that are pushed too far. Like, it's a small percent. No. Ixalan. Like, I would rather have more Eldraine level sets, even if it means it causes problems and have some cards that have to get banned, than have, like, more uninspired, I would say, like, maybe uninspired is not the word, but safe, underpowered, Champions of Kamigawa, Ixalan level sets. Like, yeah, the other direction. I would rather have the more powerful ones. But I also think that some of the risks have just not been smart risks. Like, I think Companion's, like, a really big example. Companion, like, if you just said, like, 6 months ago, if someone said, hey, we're going to do this mechanic that has powerful rares that start in your hand each game as a bonus extra card if you meet a condition, I think that most people, like, if you just said that 6 months ago, I think most people would have laughed at you and been like, that's a horrible idea. There's no way that Magic would do that. Like, I think it would be like a joke or something. Hey, see ya, Admiral. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, I feel like some of the risks Wizards has taken have not been smart risks with some of the stuff recently. But I would still rather have powerful sets, even if a couple of cards have to get banned, assuming they get banned quickly. That is my big thing about bannings. Like, I feel like with Oko, the biggest thing about Oko for me wasn't that Oko was overpowered, although it obviously was, and in a perfect world it wouldn't be overpowered. But the biggest thing with Oko wasn't that it was overpowered; it's that it took like 2 months to ban it, or however long, and multiple like pro tours were ruined, and people stopped playing Magic because of it. So I feel like if we're gonna push sets, the banning's got to be they got to be swift. Like I would say that the problematic cards should already be, from Ikoria should already be close to the point where we're like, okay, if Loris is going to be banned in Legacy and Vintage or whatever. So I feel like if you're going to push it, you gotta be quick with the bannings. I think the static text on Planeswalkers poorly measured risk when it comes to prison style walkers. The Planeswalkers are it. Oh, Loris again. Well, companion time. Yeah, I feel like the planeswalker should have been symmetrical. I think maybe that's it for me. Like if Karn was just a Stony Silence, that's probably fine. But I feel like the asymmetrical aspect of I don't really like asymmetrical hate cards. I think the best hate cards are like Stony Silence and Rest in Peace, where they hit everyone. And then at least there's a bit of a drawback. Hey, CATM, good luck with the internet. Well, I wouldn't say pre-ban, but I think that the banning should be pretty swift when cards are problematic. Like, I think Oko went way too long. I think Oko should have been banned. I mean, because it was like 40% of the meta, 50% of the meta, 60% of the meta, 6 out of the 8 top 8s, 7 out of the 8 in the top 8. And it was just like, okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Like, Pro Tour, 70% of the meta. Okay, yeah, that's fine. So it just, like, at some point, it was pretty clear that something had to be done about it. If you ever need the list, exclamation point deck will take you there. Opponent's going to take one of our 2 Bone Crushers. Okay. Huh, is this like Death Shadow Loris? Wow. Utopia Sprawls, 4 days. Well, we'll take a forest. We will Utopia Sprawl. On green. Go. Put it. Thought Skawa. Ooh, Unearth, okay. Bloodstained Mire, opponent. Passing. Oh. This looks like Fatal Push to me. Let's play a forest. Utopia Sprawl on red. Yeah, we'll make us anyway. I expect our opponent's gonna crack this and Fatal Push it, but I think we might as well just do it. Why is Deathrite Shaman still locked up in Modern, though? Oh, Deathrite is... Ooh, dismount... Oh, alright, here comes Death Shadows. Deathrite Shaman is very strong. I think it is a card that I would say is rightly banned in Modern. Yeah, I think the Splinter Twin is very safe in our current Modern meta. Well... Utopia Sprawl on red. Birds of Paradise. Bone Crusher Giant. Go. Alright, opponent. On I got Snapcaster for Thought Scour. Well, our opponent knows about the Lukka, so Ooh, oh, they have Croxa in the graveyard. Ooh, oh no. Oh boy, really? Well, that was a good Thought Scour. Yeah, it's a unfortunately good Thought Scour. And that's our Lukka going away? Wow. Well, I would have played that differently if I had thought that was a possibility. I mean, we would normally Lukka into Emrakul and win, but instead we will be discarding Lukka. About it. Passes. Oh, Planebound. Planebound, how you mock us. Well, Abash. Is it even worth attacking? We trade with Croxa, but then our opponent gets it back again. Yeah, I guess we just pass. Since Mox Opal is banned, would Caraclan Ironworks be fine to unban? Caraclan Ironworks is a card that it just doesn't do anything healthy. It's one of those cards that it's either unplayable or it's doing a degenerate combo really quickly. So I don't really see the upside of unbanning it, honestly. Opponent Croxes. Makes us discard. Well, we'll take it. Sure. Down to 13. Winning on opponent. Thought Scours. Opponent passes. Well, go to combat. Attack. Another Dismember. Ugh. And a Chump. Well, alright. Arbor Elf. Go. So we need a top deck. That Crocs is so good. Yeah, alright. Opponent. Loris! Everyone's favorite. So that can recast Snapcaster, which can recast something else. Opponent gets in. Well, we will block. Stay at 10. How can we win? Can we? Can we win? I guess drawing another Lukka would be helpful. It's a land. Well, we'll go to combat. We will attack. Opponent. I mean, Deathrite Shaman, I think, is strong enough that you don't want it in the format. It seems like a card that would be safe, but it just does so much for so little. Opponent takes it to 2. Wow. Boy, opponent, that is pretty greedy. Maybe they're holding a counter. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're dead. All right. Well, actually, no. They can't dismember. We'll pass. I mean, I assume we're dead, but... Opponent cracks. Goes to 1. I don't think that Twin is actually good. I don't know why people are even like, I don't even know whether there's a debate, honestly. With everything that's going on in, oh, so our opponent could just hardcast it. Yeah, okay. Well, Lures for the win. Actually, it was the random Thought Scour milling of Croxa that allowed our opponent to steal that game. Caraclan Ironworks is KCI. I don't even think that Twin would be good. Like, I don't even know if Twin would be tier 1, honestly. I think it would be, like, semi-playable, but I don't think it would be the best deck in the format. I'm not even sure it would be a tier 1 deck in the format. People, I mean, when you look at what's going on in Modern, let's pull up the Modern meta real quick. Oh, boy. Disappointing. If you look at the Modern meta, I mean, you got Burn, you got Urza that can go infinite on turn 3, turn 4, somewhere in that range, maybe turn 3. Amulet Titan can kill you by turn 3. The Burn decks in the Blitz decks can kill you by turn 3. Karn can come down on turn 3. I feel like that the speed of... I feel like this speed of... Splinter Twin just isn't really up to snuff for the format, honestly. Well, let's bring in these chokes, I guess. Relic. Maybe we gotta bring in relics. What are we taking out, though? I mean, we have Clothis. Maybe we just go chokes. Magus of the Moon seems good, but it dies to everything. I guess we can trim a couple Seal of Fires and maybe the birds. Bring in the chokes. Try it like that. I think Relic's probably fine. We do have Clothis to hate on graveyards. Since companions are cards that do so much with so little setup in all formats, do you think Wizards committed themselves to making more in the near future? I don't... it's a lot of Planebound accomplices. And not much else. Well, let's draw Lukka. Let's draw Lukka, and this is good. We have chokes in the sideboard. Yeah, Boyle is even, unfortunately. But we do have chokes. Well, Utopia Sprawl. On red, go. Choke would be good. Wouldn't mind choke. Did you miss the Luris play? Wait. What Luris play? I mean, you have even cards in your sideboard, but if you bring them in, you can't have Abash as your companion. So you'd have to give up the companion to have an even card in your deck. Yeah, we have Clothis for Graveyard Hate. It's possible we should have brought in the relics too. Opponent takes Bone Crusher Giant. Draws an extra card. Huh. Yeah, maybe we gotta be playing a Luris deck. Luris Bobble is just so good for so little value. Planebound, go. Companions are weird. They care about your starting deck every game. So there's actually a Legacy Elves deck that plays a Luris in their sideboard. Their main deck is illegal to have a companion. It has like opponents going off doing Death Shadowy things. Well, Magus of the Moon's not the worst draw. We'll see if it's enough. Because Dismember can still be cast, unfortunately. I'll play Magus. So opponent can... the Death Shadow's already down, though. So I'm guessing it's too late, and our opponent just kills it. Opponent, combat. Gets in with the Death Shadow, hits us. We take it down to 16. Well, play Arbor Elf. More Planebound accomplices. Planebound accomplices aren't looking as great at the moment. Well, go attacking. Hit our opponent. Pass the turn. It seems like Amash can close it out, maybe. Watery Grave, depending on what our opponent has. Combat. Passes. Well, see, black's there, so it doesn't actually close it out? All right, in that case, let's play Clothis. Pass the turn. No attacks. Next turn, our companion closes it out. If Splinter Twin was unbanned, what do you think would be the best deck for it? I think people would start with the old twin deck, like Blue Red, Blood Moon, kind of Tempo-y control-ish. Are we just using Accomplice to smash down Lukka and polymorph in Emrakul? Yes, Planebound puts Lukka into play, and then Lukka exiles Planebound to get Emrakul. It actually has won us a game. It also can just beat down, like we saw there. All right, maybe we do bring in the relics. It probably is worth it. What do we cut, though? We need answers to Luris. Luris answers got to stay. We could go down to Planebound and just play... But that's one of our most explosive wins. Kitchen Finks. What do we cut, chat? What 3 cards do we cut? Speaking of the companion requirement and sideboards, did I finish telling the elf story? Yeah, there's an elf deck that the main deck is illegal. It has Allures in the sideboard, and then if it wants it as a companion, it sides out like Craterhoof and Archon, and then plays it. We can go down to Finks. I feel like Bone Crusher in this matchup is probably better than Bolt, oddly. Except it's not even. All right, we'll trim a bit of removal. Yeah, let's try it like that. Close enough. Yeah, we already only got 20 lands, which is probably why we've had to mulligan so much. This deck looks awesome. Take 3rd drop and turn it into Spooky as Eldrazi. Yes, it actually, when it comes together, it's really sweet. These interactive matchups are a little harder. Planebound Accomplice is a card. Yeah. I mean, this is reasonable. We'll see how many Thought Seizes pick apart our beautiful little hand here, but... Bobble for our opponent. Damage based on removal is generally not amazing for Shadow. Yeah, I feel like because of Luris, we need some. Because we can't let Luris just go off. Speaking of companion requirement, I think that cycling decks in Standard might want to think about switching out Luris after sideboarding its aggro, bringing the lifelink cycler. I've been doing that, and the lifelink counter on Flourishing Fox is game over against Mono Red. Yeah, I think that's probably the next level of companion deck building, is people going further that direction. Yeah, we're gonna Arbor Elf. If our opponent kills it, our opponent kills it. But Arbor Elf go. Getting down Clothis would be ideal. Yeah, it is correct to... So, Elf is the most explosive. Elf gives us 4 extra mana next turn. It also dies to removal. So if you really want to guarantee that you have access to 3 mana, sometimes it's correct to Utopia's Brawl, depending on the matchup. But default is to play Arbor Elf first. because it gives you the most mana. All right, so opponent has a removal spell. In this matchup, opponent also has Stubborn Denial that can counter Utopia Sprawl, so that's another consideration, or potentially has it at least. Vern Catacombs, crack it, thin the deck, all the lands in the west. Take a forest. Utopia Sprawl on red. Pass the turn. So we got to deal with this Lurrus. The Lurrus is a big concern here. Opponent, Thought Scours, 2 Baubles, no Kroxa at least. Now, at least if our opponent plays Lurrus, we only get 1 draw out of it. Do you think we'll be getting changes made in... Alright, yeah, that's not optimal. There goes the Clothis. And now we just have many lands. We'd like non-lands. Okay, so our 20 land deck is rewarding us with all of them. Do you think what changes the standard? Getting Stone Rain twice on turn 5 feels pretty bad at the moment. I don't know how you stop that. Opponent has Kroxa. Oh, this is not looking great. Well, I guess the good news is we have many extra lands that we can discard. So that's some upside. We'll discard this Stomping Ground, take our beats. Risuki, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. Opponent cracks Bobble, gonna take a peek, draw extra cards. Uh-huh. I guess we just Abash. Play the land, Abash. I mean, it is technically a 6-power attacker. Your go about it. Your go. We can put our opponent to 1 potentially with Bolt Abash if Abash lives. Alright, opponent dismembers, down to 9. Do they have the Death Shadow? Oh, we wanted that Abash. Oh, and another Thoughtseize. Takes our Seasoned Pyromancer. Passes. Well, okay. Let's Windswept Teeth. Crack it. Thin the deck. Forest. Magus. No Death Shadow for you. Pass the turn. Okay. Okay, what do you got? What do you got, opponent? Explosives on 0. And to deal with our Pyromancer tokens, passes. Well, go to combat. Get in with Magus to the boot. Hit our opponent. Down to 5. Pass the turn. Opponent on taps. I think we might be getting it. I think we might be getting there. Opponent. Yeah, odds are our opponent's dead here. And opponent scoops it up. Oh, we might be feeding the kids. The kids might be getting a little snack. Up to 2 and 1. Well, that was not explosive, but it shows the power of Blood Moon, I guess. Blood Moon's still a good Magic card, somehow. What happens if you put more than 1 companion in your sideboard? I haven't tried companions in sideboard yet online. So you can actually play as many companions in your sideboard as you want. But before I get to that, actually, quick reminder that our sponsor this fine evening is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So I actually saw a deck. I can't find the list right now. that had two companions. I want to say it was a Jingatha deck. I wonder if I can find it. So you can actually have, that was the first time I saw someone do it. You can actually have two companions in your deck. I wonder if I can find it. But then, if you would like to play a companion, you have to choose one with the restriction being met at the start of the game. So hey, what's up, JC? How are you? So you could have 5 in your sideboard, or all 10 in your sideboard, technically. But your deck that you present for each individual game has to meet the restriction. Yeah, standard cycling could go Lurrus or Zerta. Except I think with the current builds of the cycling deck, I think that Lurrus is just better. Because all the cyclers are basically already only 1 mana, so Lurrus doesn't really do anything. How would that work on Arena? That is a good question. The way Arena sets up, I'm not sure how that works. Maybe we should experiment with that. Because by the rules, you can definitely do that. Maybe I haven't tried to have 2 companions in the companion slot. Against odds with as many companions as legally possible. That's one of those ideas that it sounds really funny, but there's no way to actually play most of them. Because several of the restrictions are opposite each other. So you can't build a deck that can play both like Garuda and Abash. So you put them both in your sideboard, but one or the other is not going. I mean, I guess you could play like all lands or something and never do anything, but in general, yeah. So I think it would be funny. I think going multiple companions could be a good kind of like the Rhino deck, the old Rhino deck from Against Odds. Could play up the dominance of companions. Have you ever done anything like judge stuff? Like judge what, Juice? Like I don't know, deck building competitions or something. Kira Ashmore for the 38th month. Hey Seth, what card have you been enjoying the most from Ikoria? Hope you're keeping safe. Well, Kira, hope you're keeping safe as well. I have been enjoying it. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for the resub. I have been enjoying. I mean, Yarion's the card I played the most, and I do enjoy the decks that we have played with Yarion. So it might be that, although Yarion's also getting a little bit more tiresome. Oh, another Lurrus deck. Boy, it's like 100% Lurrus today. Luminous... Oh, burn again. Lurrus is also... or Luminous Broodmoth is also a card that I think is sweet, and you might find out more why tomorrow for Against the Odds. But I guess I would have to go with Yarion, even though I think I am starting to get a little bit tired of it because of the tier decks. Well, this is painful, but Stomping Grounds, Seal of Fire, kill you. Pass the turn. Tomorrow's Against Odd is sweet. It is. I told you, I've said it before, but it's one of my favorite decks I've built in a long time. I think y'all are really gonna like it. I'm pretty proud of this one. Ooh, land is nice. Nice little bonus from the Goblin Guide. Yeah, we better just kill Goblin. Well, yeah, we better just kill Goblin Guide. Land go. Arbor Elf doesn't do much, but Adepts. Ooh, Yarion's Song of Creation sounds sweet. I recorded rough drafts today. I think you're gonna like it. Haven't done a rough draft for Ikoria yet, and I mean, I couldn't resist. I could resist playing the cards that they gave us, whether they were good or not. Oh yeah, Goblin Guide out of here. How many colors is the next Against the Odds? Ew. Many. I would say many is a correct characterization. Arbor Elf, Forest. When can we kill this Swift Spear? Or do we have to wait and try to kill the Lurus? We want another red mana so we can Season Pyromancer and make some dorks. And let's just pass. Put on taps. Land. Untapped. Opponent. Lukka, Agent of Treachery might be the best deck in Standard. From the last week, at least. Seal the Fire works pretty well with Abash, because we can cast it early, and if we don't need it, we can let it sit out until Abash comes down, and then it hits for 4. So it's kind of a cute way to, like, store up a bird spell. Also, I think it's fine against, like, Lurus and stuff. You can play it on turn 1 and still tap out later in the game and have a removal spell to kill Lurus right away. All my friends have utter hate for Agent of Treachery. Yeah, I realized that today, Juice, in response to the Budget Magic. People do not like Agent of Treachery, which I really think Agent gets a bad rap. I think that in most Standard formats, Agent would be fine. I think 6 months ago after Agent came out, it was fine. Like, it was a funny thing we did with, like, Yarok, and it was sweet when we, like, Yarok'd it. But I feel like it kind of gets a bad rap because the ramp is so... Oh, dear. Because the ramp is so absurdly powerful. Wow. Oh, just a handful of darts? Oh, little... Jeez. Okay. Okay, that's a lava dart or two. Are we dead? That's not ideal. Lava Dart's a good example of how busted free spells are, because Lava Dart is about as low quality as you can get for a free spell, and it is still insane in this deck. If we shock ourselves, Season Pyromancer, 1, 2, 3. So the problem with Drakuseth is it doesn't do anything right away. Drakuseth's very powerful, but if you like Lukka into Drakuseth, you have to pass the turn, hope that your opponent doesn't have Teferi or a sweeper or a removal spell. When Agent of Treachery, you get it, you immediately get your opponent's best thing. So even if your opponent has removal, it doesn't actually help them. Should have bolted on our turn. Yeah, technically they still could have saved it, right? They could have lava darted and then sacked a land to lava dart. Well, let's Season Pyromancer. Discard Magus. I mean, we're most likely just dead, but pass the turn. We got blockers. We got a few blockers. Rekindling Phoenix. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Opponent has another lightning bolt and a lava dart, and we're dead. Oh yeah. Lurus. Winota Drakuseth. Wait, I don't think you could Winota Drakuseth. Yeah, not a human. Human. Alright, so life goes on in Anger of the Gods in. We'll go down some Magus of the Moons. Feels like a not great matchup for us. I mean, the lava darts are so insane against most of our ramp. Maybe we should, I wonder if we should take out a Birds of Paradise just because of lava darts. Well, let's see what this hand looks like. So we get an Abash. Yeah, I don't know about... I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Burn being the best deck in Modern. I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not. Probably not. All threats need to have immediate value impact or else they're unplayable. Well, I think the reason for that, though, is because there are other threats that... I mean, I guess you could say, like, Teferi's part of it, which is probably true. But I think the reason why Drakuseth is hard to play is because there's so many threats that do things right away. There's so many, like, Planeswalkers that are really powerful that do things right away. There's so many other creatures that are really powerful that do things right away. So I feel like it's a tough... I don't feel like it's actually because of the interaction. I think it's because the other threats are so pushed that it makes it really hard to choose other options over the threats that do something right away. How has your experience been with Lurrus Burn, Dopey, as a Burn player? My experience has just been losing to it. I feel like... So my experience with Lurrus Burn is no matter what deck I play, I feel like I tend to post a positive record against the other decks that I play against, and then lose to Lurrus. Lurrus Burn. Oh, well, you could be my honorary brother, Antony Grimes. Clovis, you. Burn, the other thing that's tough about Burn is, if it did get to a point where there need to be a banning, how do you ban a Burn card? They're all the same. Like, I guess you ban, like, Goblet Guide or Monastery Swift Sphere, but there's not a huge drop to the next best one drop. Like, that's kind of the... Burn is one of those decks where... opponent really wants to draw a card, I guess. Burn is one of those decks where, ooh, 2 lands. Okay, well, we will accept that. I think we're actually just going to run out Lurrus here. Opponent's not going to 17 us. Yeah, let's take a turn off. Exile a land. Add mana. Wooded Foot. If they 17 us after me saying this, I'm going to be a little sad. We will grab a red. I guess we got to get a mountain. Grab a mountain. Run out Lukka. Tick up Lukka. Yeah, all right. Get a Seasoned Pyromancer. Pass the turn. Maybe we just need more Trinispheres. We got to play more Trinisphere decks. Trinisphere Chalice Void, the Void decks. Maybe it's time for Mono Red Prison to come back. Maybe we got to free win red these companions. Maybe that's the way to go. But like, not saying that Burn needs to be banned, but how would you ban a Burn card if it did ever get to that point? I don't know. But I feel like Burn is one of those decks that it just always gets better because they print more Lightning Bolts for like standard. Wow, opponent done. All right, well that went much better. I feel like deck is just getting better set after set after set. The Real Shard, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. I think you could build Sharktron. I think Mono Bluetron could play Sharknado, and it would probably be decent. Just like even making the big shark would be good. I wait for the day we can return to a 40 bolt 20 land deck. I mean, we're close. When are you going to jam the Kiki version of this deck? Kiki version of the deck we're playing now? There's a Kiki version of this deck? Why? What does Kiki do in this deck? Wait, Kiki version of this that we're playing? Kiki Panza? I mean, I guess if you're playing like Avalanche Riders, it would be sweet. Just like copying Avalanche Riders. I'm down with that. Kiki, oh, I see. So instead of Emrakul, but then you still need to have another combo piece on the battlefield. I don't know if that's better than Emrakul. I guess it'd be fun. And Anton Grimes, honorary brother, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Eldritch Evolution into Kiki and Hirax. Ooh. Okay. I mean, I can see that. It is cool to see. It is cool. The companions to me are, a lot of them are kind of boring at this point because, well, some of them are interesting. The Zerta decks are kind of interesting to me. The new decks, but we have seen some new decks come up in Modern based on Ikoria cards, which I think is cool, or new aspects of decks at least. If you could have more than one companion, what combination would be playable? Oh boy, like partners in Commander. I would say that what would be tier 1 if you could have 2? I think Luris and I mean, I guess Luris Yarion? Luris Yarion, Luris Zerta. Yamori Gruta. Ooh, that is a good one. I like that idea. Well, this hand, we got life gain. We don't really, I mean, I guess we have Abash is our threat. We are very, very open to getting lava darted. Schwiftspia. And the bobble. Oko Bird was this, but oh my goodness, 2 bobbles. Oh boy. So we're taking 3 on turn 1. Opponent cracks, go draw a card, go to Gabat, get in. Well, 17. Huh. Oh, bobble. The power of being free. No matter how little you do, just being free makes you very good in Magic. I wonder, what do you think the worst free card that could see play would be? We kind of know what the limit is because there's, what is the Darksteel one? Darksteel Relic? Darksteel Relic. That does literally nothing. And that, I have not seen anyone Darksteel Relic. So I feel like there is a line, like just purely being 0 mana. I think 0 mana draw a card is staple in every format. Like the look at the top of your deck, that would probably be better than Bobble. So I think as long as it draws a card, it could have no other text on it and it would be good. Ooh, Mox Tanalite. Yeah, Mox Tanalite, that's kind of tricky 0 though, because it doesn't come down on turn 1. 0 mana gain 4. Welding Jar sees play, and that's just 0 mana sack to regenerate an artifact. Super excited for Historic Anthologies 3. Are we going to get more historic content? There's the Nightmare card, the Lava Dart. Yeah. Yes. Krim has still been doing historic content, and I think I was oh no, light up to stage 2. So much card draw. Getting outdrawn by Burn is a strange feeling. Well, we'll play Arbor Elf. We'll play Wooded Foothills. We will pass the turn. Burn has all the card draw. Burn is the new green. Oh man. Baba would be $100 right now if it hadn't been reprinted. Like, I know 15 is still a lot for an uncommon, but it would have been ridiculously expensive. But I was impressed today. I did a poll on Twitter asking what format to play, and Historic actually held its own for the first time. Usually Historic is like 9% or just something horrible, but it still finished behind Modern or Pioneer, but it finished ahead of Standard. First time it wasn't in last, and it wasn't that far behind Pioneer, which was a little bit behind Modern. So I think we'll do some more Historic. When Historic Anthologies comes out, we'll definitely do a Historic stream with the new cards. So there will be Historicing. More Historicing. Opponent, yeah. Doing things and stuff. Gaining life. Is there any way for us to get out of this? Opponent hits us. Well, alright. So we untap, we draw. More lava dart fodder. Crackwooded foothills. Get a forest. Yeah. None of our cards do anything. They can flash this back. I'll play Clothis, I guess. Opponent gains a life. Do I think Historic would work as a paper format? No. I don't think it would. So the problem with Historic and paper, which I think means it will never be supported in paper, is 100% the way they're managing the format. They're intentionally managing Historic as a digital format, so they can be like, okay, every few months we like make all these random cards legal. We can ban stuff or suspend stuff whenever we want to. We can be like, hey, all of a sudden Reese Redeemed is legal because we wanted to put it in this like commander thing, or do it as a reward card. So I don't think that Historic can work as a paper format because of that. It's interesting and cool on Arena because it changes stuff up, it does unique things. So I think that's sweet. But in paper, you can't just be like, oh, okay, all of a sudden your deck is invalidated, or all of a sudden Ulamog is legal in this format and it's $400, or not $400, but it spikes incredibly in price, or like Phyrexian Obliterator. So I don't think the whole system works in paper. Is interesting as the format might be. So I think it's basically just a arena only format, and I think that's fine for arena to have some of its own formats. Well, yeah, this deck is really strong. Opponent getting triggers. So yeah, that would be my concern. Do you think Wizards will start to work on getting Modern on Arena after Pioneer comes out? I mean, maybe. We'll see. I think the thing is, it's going to be a long time before Pioneer's on Arena. So I think that they probably will, but by the time Pioneer's on Arena, I don't know what the Magic landscape will look like. Will people even still be playing Modern? I guess would be the question. So they get to Lurrus, get back a Bobble, which triggers Prowess. We're at 12. We can Utopia Sprawl on red. We can play Magus of the Moon. Opponent gains a life. Well, I mean, I guess we just hope our opponent has literally nothing past the turn. Opponent taps. Big board full of stuff. No spells. No spells at all. 0. Abbott triggers life into land. Okay. Oh, they had it the whole time. All right, sure. Sure. Well, it looks like we're gonna do really well against non-burn decks, and not really well against burn. Kinnan eggs. I mean, it seems like when you have the pieces, it should be able to combo off pretty effectively. I think the challenge is probably that since Kinnan's not an artifact, how do you find Kinnan and get it to stay on the battlefield? So I think that would probably be the challenge. It seems like without Kinnan, the deck doesn't do much. Can you find Kinnan consistently enough? But it seems like the combo should be pretty sweet once it gets going. Lurrus Boggles, yeah, I mean, at some point I don't even know if you call it Lurrus Boggles in Burn anymore. It's just like Burn is a Lurrus deck, Boggles is a Lurrus deck. I don't think anyone plays those decks without having Lurrus at this point. It is what it is. All right, we got to win this one to feed the kids. Hey, guess what? Lurrus. Okay, so I know this is a small sample size, but we've played Lurrus 4 times in a row. What do you think? What do you feel about diversity? Like, what do you feel about diversity with the companions? So far we played Lurrus Bird, we played Lurrus Death Shadow, we played Lurrus Burn. We're playing whatever this match is. When you see these matches on the stream, do you come away with it? Oh, okay, Lurrus Boggles. Do you come away with it thinking or feeling, okay, that was pretty diverse? Oh, it's Hardened Scales. Do you come away from it thinking, okay, that was pretty diverse because there were different flavors of Lurrus decks? Or do you come away from it thinking, we played the same deck every time because all the decks were Lurrus decks? I guess we go Mountain. Unfortunately, we got our Emrakul in hand, which is a little bit annoying. Gonna need to find a Pyromancer. I have Boggles of Paper. I like having Lane of Sanctity in the main. Yeah, that is a cost, losing Lane Line. I don't know. I can see arguments on both sides of the diversity argument. It is true that they are unique archetypes. It's also true that Lurrus has a pretty big warping effect on the game and how you play the game. So it's hard to describe. It's so weird. I don't think there's ever been anything like it, where like a whole bunch of decks that are definitely different archetypes are all built around the same exact card. Like, I don't know what to think about it, honestly. Like, I don't know how to make sense of it myself. Because it's just, we've never had something like this before. It's new. Alright, so opponent gets in, hits us. I'm guessing we just Magus here. Yeah, let's just Magus. Run out Magus. I don't know how much it stops since our opponent's deck is primarily colorless anyway, but maybe a little bit. Lurrus is covering the same weakness. That is very true. The effect it has is very similar across decks. Oh dear. Ozolith. Ozolith is a scary card in this deck. Boon it. Attacks. Alright. Oh. Maybe we just take it. I don't really want to double up their counters already. Down to 17. Hang her back. Oh, Windswept Heath. Go to combat. There's no way to fizzle Ozolith either, is there? Like, so let's say we kill something. This gets a counter. At the beginning of combat, you may move all counters on a target creature. So our opponent just says no if we kill the creature in response, I think? Burrito Congregate, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Well, no, I mean with, like, our deck. Can we... I was trying to figure out if there's any way we can, like, kill stuff and then kill a creature in response to the Ozolith and get rid of the counters, but I don't think that actually works. Yeah, Solemnity would be great. Burrito Congregate, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Made Mythic with a Lukka deck I designed. Hit the wall in Diamond 2 after reset. Do you give advice about decks? Yeah, I tried to, Alton. Send me a link, and I will take a peek. Well, alright, I think... I wish we didn't have Emrakul in hand. That would make me happy. Alright, let's... I don't even want to bone crush this, but... I guess we gotta stomp the hanger back. Counter on the Ozolith. Opponent gets a dork. Yeah, we need to find, there's only one Emrakul. We need to find a Pyromancer to get it back in our deck. Yeah, I mean... I don't think we can not kill Hangerback, though. If we don't kill Hangerback... This gets worse and worse by the minute. Hey, thank you, Burrito. Yeah, I mean, we gotta do it. If it just sits out, it's going to run away with the game. Lukka cheats. Ooh, that is a very interesting take on Lukka. I haven't seen the weaponize the monsters. That's spicy. Kind of a sacrifice theme Lukka deck. It's kind of a interesting mashup of a lot of stuff. I would say, personally, I think 23 lands probably a bit light for Arboreal Grazer, but maybe because it's an Abash deck. I almost wonder if just maybe Gilded Goose would be better if you want the 1-mana accelerant. Titanothrax is cool. It's definitely an interesting idea. So Lukka can get Titanothrax in one-shot kill? I mean, that's definitely fun, especially if you dodge removal. Oh! Okay, so that, I believe is the death of us. Ravager Ozolith is absurd. It is so good. And then even if we do deal with it, it just comes back with Luris. You don't need to test Luris to see LED plus Luris LED. Well, I mean, I think that my guess is that Wizards just doesn't care about Legacy and Vintage. Like, not enough to have an impact card design. So, I'm assuming that someone at Wizards figured it out. But I just don't think that matters to them. So, I'm going to grow the Thopter. Yeah, this is the point of no return. Could they have killed us there if they went for it? 1, 2. Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was... I think they maybe could have killed us there. Lightning Bolt. Well, we will pass the turn. It's easier for them to ban cards disrupting older formats and spend resources signing cards for older formats. Yeah, I mean, I think that's basically what it comes down to. They don't want to put the effort into, or the money into trying to test all the formats, which that does make some amount of sense to me. Although, still, like, Luris, I don't know. For me, the companion mechanic, like, the whole thing still just boggles my mind. Like, why anyone thought that was gonna be a good idea? Like, that just just the idea of the mechanic, it just boggles my mind that it was something they they thought they should try. And I mean, I guess maybe it's good that they try it. I definitely want Wizards to try new things. I want them to try new things even if it goes wrong sometimes. But Companions, like, breaks one of the fundamental rules of Magic in a way that it's kind of just, like, jarring to me. Like, sagas were a cool new thing. There are new things that I think are really sweet. This one, it breaks one of the just, like, so fundamental rules of Magic that it's very it's very shocking to me that they actually tried it. I just hope my only request is if Wizards is going to so if we keep doing nothing we lose, but if we do anything we lose. If we try to kill anything, they put on the Ravager. If we try to kill Ravager, so we bolt Ravager, they sack this 3 power. They sack this 6 power, and counters go on Ozolith. That's a Magus of the Moon. Okay. So I guess we just have to do this until they kill us slowly. Because if we ever tap out, they kill us immediately. They kill us fast. I think Wizards want to add another Planeswalker moment. Like when Planeswalkers are added to the game, everyone hated them, but now it's a big draw to the game. I mean, I guess I could, like, I've seen other people make, like, similar comparisons. Although, I think the thing is, like, Wizards has said that there's not enough design space to make a bunch of companions. So, I actually asked on Twitter one of them, like, specifically about Planeswalkers. Like, is there any way we could get to a point where companions were like Planeswalkers, where you just have, like, hundreds of them running around, and the answer was basically they don't think there's enough design space to have companions be something like that. So, I don't know. So that kind of sets it apart a little bit, I think. I mean, if we force them to make a move, they kill us. Like, we bolt Ravager. Ravager sacks Worker, survives. That puts counters on the Ozolith. Those counters can go on to Thopter to speed up the clock. We Bone Crusher the Thopter. And then the counters end up going on Ravager, which, when it dies, puts the counters on Ozolith. I feel like we're in this, like, awkward lock situation under Ravager here. Well, okay. I guess we can play Bone Crusher and we just leave up one removal spell rather than 2. I mean, we're not going to win by doing nothing because they will just kill us with this Thopter. So if we don't start progressing the game, we are going to lose. So maybe the best we can do is defend ourselves from our opponent going all in on one creature. Oh, okay. Or they draw Hanger back and we scoop. That also does it. Ugh. Okay. Huh. Well, I think our deck is sweet. I'm not sure how it holds up to the Lurus meta, though, unfortunately. I definitely can see the power of it doing some sweet things and winning games, but boy, everyone's on a degenerate Lurus deck. Easy to make hundreds of companions if you go with simple themes. What were you thinking, Elevation? Draneth Magistrate. Draneth Magistrate is an interesting hate card. It's also very easy to remove. Yeah, I don't think Pillage does enough against an aggro combo deck like this. Hey, what's up, Noob Titan? Oh, we are Lukka. Lukka-ing and Planebound accomplishing. And we had some sweet kills. And then we've also gotten Lukka a bunch. Or not Lukka, Lurist a bunch. Like, tribal companions can easily be 40-50 with specific tribes, depending on what the current tribes in standard are. So, okay, here's another question I think that's interesting. Like, let's say they went that direction. They're like, all right, every tribe, we're going to put a companion, every possible one. Do you think Magic would be better if every game was a companion game? Like, you personally, do you think you would enjoy Magic more if 2 years from now they print enough companions that literally every game in every format, you start with a companion in your hand, 8 cards, blah, 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 blah. Not close, big no, God no, very no. Like, personally I wouldn't, but I know I also have been playing Magic a long time and come down on the, like, don't really like mechanics that greatly reduce variance side of things. So I know I definitely know other people. Like, we had a conversation about on the podcast, and like even on the podcast, not everyone was like adamantly against that. Where I was more on the like, oh God, no, please, like I definitely would not want that. But then I think there is like another side to it. So I don't think it means that I'm correct just because that's my feeling on it. Companion power level varies. And I think like that is kind of another thing to consider is if they just start printing bad companions, I'm not sure how much it changes. Like if they printed just like a merfolk that's a vanilla 1/1 for 1 or whatever. Like I'm not sure how much that actually changes compared to the very strong companions we already have. Companions are okay as long as the next set invalidates 20 years of Magic even more. I want companions to massively hinder your deck building. So what would you think what would a restriction you would like can be? Like if you could choose a restriction. Planebound Accomplice. Catacombs. Well, go to combat. Do some attacking. Opponent takes it. Maybe we don't play the Pyromancer. Maybe we just play Seal of Fire. Stomping Ground. Hope our opponent taps out and we get the Emrakul. That might be our best hope here. Pass the turn. You draw 6 cards instead of 7 to start the game. Well, that's well, okay. I was thinking more of the actual like you must play 80 cards or those type of restrictions. But yeah, that would be a change to the mechanic that I think would power it down to some extent. If they printed a merfolk that was like 2 UU gave +1/+1 draw a card every time a merfolk comes into play with Lurus restriction for all cards. Oh, That would be insane. Wouldn't that be just like stone cold? Oh no. Uh, uh, so now we don't actually get to combo because Ballista can kill our Pyromancer. Or that we target with Lukka. Oh no! So 2 Hardened Scales and the Ozolith? And Lurus to loop him? Yeah, that is what we needed to not see. Exactly what we needed to not see. Because now we can't Emrakul. That Merfolk sounds busted to me. Okay. Okay, what can we do? Opponent's tanking. I mean, it's a 3/3, so we can't seal it. Okay, so opponent kills our Arbor Elf. This does give us a window to kill Ballista, but we can't Lukka this turn. Well, kill Ballista for a very short period of time. Lurus will be able to get it back. Opponent's going to kill Token. Not going to put counters on Ozolith. So we have temporarily dealt with the Ballista. Untap. Windswept Heath. Play the land, go to combat. Get in with Seasoned Pyromancer. Hit our opponent. And pass the turn. See if we stay alive. Swelly Loxodon, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Another Ink Moth. Big soups here for our new subscriber. Well, all right. All right. Can we Lukka? That is the question. Vote it. Another. Okay. Yeah. Noob Titan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soups here for you. Thank you. Well, yeah, that is answer part 2 or 4, 6, something. Instead of the restriction being your starting deck, it could be that you can cast this companion if you mean a certain board state, like less than 4 non-land permanents, all non-land permanents. That would definitely be a different take on companions. That would be interesting. Well, yeah. Too many ballistas. We managed to get by the first one, but yeah. So we've seen this before. Lukka does need to be able to exile the creature it targets. So if our opponent can kill it in response, which Walking Ballista obviously can do because it's sitting on the battlefield with 3 counters, it doesn't actually work. This chat alone disproves Wizards take the 9 space being shallow. Well, I mean, I think it depends on. Oh no, their last card was Path too. Oh geez. Okay, so all right. So that's kind of a sad way for this to end. We did cool things a couple of times with Lukka. And we did get the Planebound Accomplice skill, but then we've just played Infinite Lurus decks, unfortunately. And those Infinite Lurus decks, yeah, I mean, we got to chump just to stay alive. Companion needs to severely punish you for it to not be an auto-include. No sideboard other than the Companion. That would be That would be a much stronger restriction, that's for sure. We draw. I mean, there's nothing we can draw that matters. Planebound Accomplice. Well, all right. I mean, let's make our opponent do it, and then we'll scoop it up. So we will play Planebound Accomplice. Yeah, I mean, opponent had two of their, two Walking Ballistas in their top 10 cards. Eh. And a Path to Exile, so they just had all the removal possible. We'll put Lukka into play. Opponent's going to grow the Walking Ballista to 6 power. It's going to kill our Planebound Accomplice. Yep. So we put Lukka into play. Play Wooded Foothills, crack Wooded Foothills. Get a Forest, Seasoned Pyromancer. Draw a couple cards. Activate Lukka. Opponent can kill it. And we scoop it up. So, this deck was interesting. I feel like the deck actually has a lot of power, and it did some really cool things. Unfortunately, I feel like we ran into some really poor matchups for what the deck's trying to do. So, the main thing we ran into, I think the deck functioned well. We saw Abash be powerful. We saw the deck do powerful things. The main problem we ran into is we just ran into infinite... Literally, 4 out of 5 matches were Lure stacks, and 2 of those were burn decks that always had lightning bolts, and then the last one was hardened scales that drew an ungodly number of walking ballistas. So we ran into all these matchups that just had a million cards that can fizzle our Lukka combo. So that was a little bit, I think, disappointing. That said, I mean, Modern is a Lukka format, so maybe it's just that that's what the metagame looks like right now. Although, we didn't hit, like, Bant Snow. That would have been a much better matchup. Even, like, Urza. Some of the less interactive humans. There's a lot of matchups that aren't as interactive, and that's where our deck, I think, really can shine and do really sweet things. But we just hit, like, Burn, Hardened Scales, another Lurus deck, and so I feel like it was kind of an unfriendly set of matches for the deck. I think companions are fine mechanic. The problem lies in each format and each card in the format. I don't see Jingatha or Obosh tearing up standard or modern. Well, we'll see. What? I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I think part of it is because there's better ones that see play. So, like, because Lurus exists, and both of those do see play to some extent. But because Lurus exists, I think that's one of the questions about companions is what happens if they ban Lurus? What if they banned, let's say, the 2 top companions as far as the amount of play that they're seeing are Lurus and Yorion. So let's say Wizards is like, okay, Lurus, it's too good in older formats, it's banned. Yorion, seeing too much play in older formats, it's banned. What would the end result of that be? Would the end result be that if we look at the modern meta, and I think this is a really interesting and important topic, if we look at the modern meta, and Wizards did make that decision to ban Lurus and Yorion, the 2 most played companions, so what would happen to Modern? Would it be that, like, Jund goes back to normal Jund, Devoted Devastation goes back to normal, the Burn goes back to normal Burn, and the meta looks mostly the same? Or would it be that having an extra card in hand is so powerful that people are like, all right, so cross these 2 off the list. that means we got to play Kahira. Like, what's the best Kahira deck? And then all of a sudden the metagame is all Kahira decks. Or Jingatha or Urami or whatever it may be. So I think that, and I don't know what the end result would be. Like, there's got to be, like, we've even seen, like, Lutri decks top 8. Like, what if we got to the point where every companion except Lutri was banned? Is Lutri arguably the worst companion for Constructed? Is Lutri so good that most decks would be Lutri decks just to have that 8th card in hand? I don't know. I do think Lutri Burn could be good. The problem is Lurrus is so busted, but I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I think there's enough. Like, in Modern, I think you could build. Let's see if we can build Lutri Burn, because I think it would actually work. Like, you just gotta play Singleton. Lutri doubles up your burn spell, so you have Lutri as your companion. Hey, good game, Red 7. I think Lutri is the worst of the companions. Yeah. Well, I mean, Lutri, it does see a bit of vintage play, I guess, but it not as much as Lurrus is. I think closing in on 100% of the vintage meta according to the last top 8. So, like, I feel like even in a format like Modern, is there enough that you could just build a competitive? Of course, you can't play a bunch of your best cards, but instead you can play like a Firebolt. You can play Galvanic Blast is close. Galvanic Blast, Grim Lavamancer would probably make the cut. Lightning Bolt definitely. Lava Dart, we've already seen that do things. What else can deal that amount of? Needle Drop works in Pauper. I wonder why Needle Drop doesn't see play in Modern. Is 1 mana just too much? Oh, I guess it's got to be a target that was dealt damage this turn is probably the deal breaker. The new Dwarf. Wait, what dwarf do we want? Ooh, Lutri and Past in Flames. So Lightning Bolt, Shard Volley would be in. Soulscar Mage. Well, we can add the creature. Let's add the burn spells first, and then add the creatures after. Ooh, Vexing Devil. Vexing Devil will probably be in. Torbrand. I wonder if maybe we should do deal. Deal 3 damage might narrow it down a little bit more. Deal 3 damage, because those are the ones. So Lava Spike for sure. Those are the ones we need most. Additional cost, sack a creature. That might be a little bit too much. Spark Elemental's kind of second tier ish. Huh. It does get. You do lose some stuff. Skullcrack would be in. Yeah, we'll add in. Ooh, Counterbird. Counterbird could be interesting too. We'll add the creatures in a minute. Searing Blaze, Searing Blood, I think. I wonder, maybe it'll just be too inconsistent? 5 damage for 3 mana, but you need a creature to die. Where are the pseudo bolts? Fiery Temper, maybe. I don't know if we can discard it. What are the other ones? Wizard's Lightning. Okay, all right, chat. Sorry, I was looking at the screen. I'm looking at the chat now. Wizard's Lightning, Skewer the critics. Pulse of the Riftbolt. Yeah. Riftbolt for sure. That's another very good one. Riftbolt. Could play Thunderous Wrath. Did I type that properly? I did. All right. Thunderous Wrath. Yeah, Thunderous Wrath can work. Boros Charm. Yeah, we probably want to be Naya or green-white. Red-white, I guess. So Boros Charm in. We could even go Naya and play like a Tarka's Command. Lightning Helix. I mean, this actually seems relatively functional. Do we have to go Naya? deal damage, instant or sorcery. Add green to the mix. Like, if we go green, we can play a Tarkus command too. We got Lava Spike in there, don't we? Do we not? Sepsis, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Ooh, Mardu. Does black give more than green? Green would give a Tarkus command. Sepsis, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Maybe black would be better. Flames of the Bloodhand used to see play. We could play Flames. 4 damage for 3 and preventing life gain. That probably is close enough if we need all the 1-ofs. All right, we'll look at black. Black instant or sorceries deal damage. Convert mana cost. So black would give us. Oh, they might be lose life effects. If we could discard stuff, then this would be fine. All right, we'll get Lava Spike in. Huh? Does black add more than just bump in the night though? Is that it? All right, Lava Spike. Lava Spike will be added. All right, so Lava Spike. What about let's add in creatures real quick. Let's go with the red creatures. Fruits of what is fruit? It's close. It's only 2 life though. I mean, we could go. Yeah, the black ones are just like slightly overcosted. Bump is the one that would be playable, I think. The other ones, maybe it's still worth it. Oh, Blightning is sweet. I do like Blightning. Swordfight Diplomacy. Well, let's add the creatures and go from there. So let's just look at red 1-drops. Actually, okay, we'll grab Eidolon. Grab Eidolon. That's the 2-drop I know that we would play. And then we'll look at the red 1-drops. And I bet there's enough that we can still have a pretty functional creature base. Ooh, Exquisite Firecraft might be worth it. I think it might. So, all right, red 1-drop creatures, preferably with 2 power, is kind of the starting point here that we're looking for. So, the best of the bunch are Goblin Guide, Monastery Swiftspear. If we go into other colors, we could have like Curd Ape, but Monastery Swiftspear. So those are the 2 staple ones. Soulscar Mage, that's another staple. Vexing Devil. Yeah, I think Vexing Devil's good enough that we could play it, especially in this build. I believe with how Lutri is worded, you can have another one in your main deck. Ooh, can you? Zergo. Yeah, we can Zergo. Dash it in. Price of Progress would be great if we can play Blister Coil. It's basically like a slow Swiftspear. I think that's fine. I don't know about Nivmagus. I wonder what's next. This is where it gets a little sketchier. Like, Figure of Death? Do we want Figure of Destiny? Utterly insane. Stromkirk is probably fine. Figure of Destiny might be fine. Grim Lavamancer we definitely want. That one I definitely wanted. Bowmat Courier. Oh yeah, colorless. We weren't looking at colorless. Bowmat Courier is probably worth it. So we have Lavamancer. Kiln Fiend. I wonder if we're spell heavy enough for Kiln Fiend. Could play Fanatical Firebrand. I think that's close to the tier. You could play like Firedrinker Satyr has 2 power. Falkenwrath Gorger has 2 power. Are there any other, like... Oh, Lava Runner's a good one. Oh, and then I guess we should play, like, Lava Runner and then, Pyromancer to bring the cost down on... Lucas Sisson, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Could play Runaway Steamkin. Yeah, Stomp is fine. I think Bone Crusher is good enough that we would play it. Are we missing anything obvious? Let's pull up. Let's pull up an actual burn deck to do a little double check that we're not missing anything that is like, oh yeah, duh. Modern burn. Pauper burn? Prowess burn. Are we missing anything? Swift Spear, Eidolon, Spike Bolt. Okay. Sure. Oh, this is... Pauper gets... Yeah, Pauper has, like, Legacy Bird. Fire Blast, Chain Lightning. What about Curse to the Pure Start? It doesn't really work very well with Lutri, though. Oh, light up the stage. Light up the stage, of course. Obviously. I guess Lava Dart is also probably worth it if we don't have it in there yet. Could play Manamorphose just to reduce our deck size. Risk Factor, I could buy that. What do we have? So normally Burn has a playset of Light Up the Stage. What can we play to fill in? So we want Light Up the Stage. We can play Risk Factor. Maybe Flame of Keld? The Flame of Keld seems... What else can fill if we want like one or two more like not light up the stages? Oh, that's true. We could... I don't know if we're actually going to be in blue. We could be in blue. Ooh, Tribal... Oh, Tribal Flames is so much damage. Huh. I wonder if it's worth trying to Tribal Flames. Omen of Fire... Browbeat. Ugh, I've never had good experiences with Browbeat. Bowmat Courier, that's a fine suggestion. We're actually getting close to a functional deck. All right, let's look at this real quick. I don't know if we're gonna play Fiery Temper. So for Galvanic Blast is kind of low tier. Lava Dart, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt. Shard Volley. How much does this look like a real burn deck? Searing Blaze, Searing Blood, Boros Charm, Lightning Helix, Flames of the Blood Hand, Rift Bolt. So we have a bunch of Lightning Bolts. Then we have our Light Up the Stage. Our Light Up the Stage package. So we have a roughly kind of a playset. Creatures, usually around 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, alright. I mean, like, number-wise, we're more or less where a normal burn deck would be. Ooh, Bedlam Revelers, that is a good one. I like that. I like that a lot. Aria Flame seems risky. Do we actually want to have blue mana? Are we going to be like Jeskai? We could play Snapcaster. Psionic Blast? Char? Is Char good enough? Dreadhorde Arcanist. Ooh. Arcanist is close. I don't know if we have... yeah, I feel like blue is a little much, maybe. Ox. Can we get enough cards in the graveyard for Ox? Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards staying straight. I'm kind of leaning towards staying Boros. Young Peasy. We need what? How many lands does the tier burn deck play? 18. So we need like 6-ish more cards. Manamorphose is easy. Yeah, that just cuts down. I feel like we need more efficient stuff. The main thing I'm worried about is our is our curve creeping up a bit? Although maybe it's not as bad as it looks when you consider, like, Rift Bolt's actually 1, Skewer is 1. What other wizards? Getting our wizard count a little bit higher for Wizards Lightning makes sense if there's something that's good. Magus of the Scroll. I mean, Curse Scroll used to see play in Legacy Verd. Do you think it's... Oh, Magma Jet. I like Magma Jet. Magma Jet and Steamkin. Those could be fine. Magma Jet I like. I wonder if Magus of the Scroll could work. So Magma Jet, it's only 2 damage, but Scrying is nice. I don't know about Steamkin as a one-of. I feel like it's going to be the card that I'll draw at the most inopportune time. Ideally, I think we want all of our cards to just deal damage on their own. I think that's the most important thing. How about deal 4 damage? How cheaply? Oh, Burst Lightning seems obviously better than Galvanic Blast since we don't have artifacts. We could go down the, like, Electrostatic Field plan if we're really desperate, but that's another card that I feel like is not as consistent as we want. What about Heartfire? Wild Slash is fine. It's only 2 damage, but Char is 4 damage, but then we're getting up to 3 mana again. If we're gonna Char, we might as well just Slaying Fire, I guess. We have Vexing Devil in here somewhere in our pile of one-ofs. I feel like this deck, Pulse, 4 damage target player or planeswalker. If that player has more life, return it to your hand. Yeah, we have a Firecraft in there. We added the Firecraft. Dreadhorn Arcanist. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy Arcanist. We do have enough stuff to flash back. That does represent damage. I think Burning Prophet's a tiny bit too slow. Deflecting Palm. Huh. Maybe we could main deck it. Maybe that's worth it. It seems like we should be able to at least get a couple damage. And no one will expect it in the main deck. We would run... Oh, Shrine! Yes, Yes. Very good suggestion, Cantrip. Yes. That is a excellent choice. Yeah, Shrine of Burning Rage is great. That's a card that I am surprised doesn't see playing normal Modern decks at all, because it is very powerful. All right, what if we just look at colorless? Maybe we're missing a colorless card or two. I feel like this deck is not that bad. Pyrite Spellbomb. A little expensive. I mean, I guess Gut Shot's probably worth it to trigger prowess. Oh, Bobble. Yeah, it does just... Mishra's Bobble does just... Oh, we need one more card, I think. We actually have a full deck. Ghostfire, I think it's just a little bit too expensive. Yeah, 3 damage for 3 mana. We have plenty of 4 damage for 3 mana. Do we have Needle Drop in here? The old Pauper Burn trick? We don't. We want Wraith. Oh, Street Wraith. Yeah, Street Wraith is easy. Yeah, free cycling is good. Force of Rage. Force of Rage is just too defensive, I think. That is the issue with it. Ooh, Dismember. So Dismember I would definitely play in the sideboard. We could play a Dismember in the sideboard. I don't know if we have enough lands for Magmatic Insight. What else? So what do we want in the sideboard? Let's again look at the normal burn sideboard and see what they're mostly going for. Graveyard hate, land hate, hard removal, artifact removal. Oh, they do have shrines. That's cool. Graveyard hate, life gain hate. All right, so smash the smithereens. Smash the smithereens, a braid. I don't know about Leyline. I don't know if I like the idea of having one Leyline in a deck where we can't cast it. I think we might be better off just playing, like, all the artifact hate. Dragon's Claw, we can play Dragon's Claw, Core Firewalker. Dragon's Claw, Core Firewalker. Oh, Furnace of Wrath is cool. I think it's a bit expensive for what we're doing. All right. I can buy maybe Ferocidon in the life gain hate slot. 3 mana. Oh, Chandra. I actually kind of like Chandra. Chandra might be main deckable, actually, as our, like, Snapcaster mage. I don't know if we need Surgical. So let's see. Sideboard. We have 1, 2, 3 Graveyard Hate spells. We have 2 hard removal spells. We have 2 life gain hate spells. We have 2 life gain cards. 2 artifact destruction spells. We can play Alpine Moon for Tron hate, and then Blood Moon. This actually, I think this deck could actually work. I think this deck, I think there's enough redundancy that it could work. Oh, are we gonna play it tonight? I'm not gonna do a league with it tonight. I don't even have the cards for it. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if I'll actually play it tonight. We might have to play it in the future. What do we? Okay, so Sunbait Canyon, Islet, Arid Mesa, Sacred Foundry, Wooded Foothills, and then Mountain, I mean, what do you think? Do you think this deck could actually win? Like, how good or bad do you think this deck would be? Do you think it would be too inconsistent, or is it consistent enough? Lands, Lutri is non-land, so we can double up on lands. We might actually want the fast land, but we want as many fetches for Grim Lavamancer and also hashtag deck thinning. Eh. I mean, all right. Yeah, we got a bunch of Horizon lands. Let's see. Let's see what this looks like. A little hard to parse in Moto. Let's see. Let's see what Lutri Bird actually looks like on the website. Because Lutri copying a burn spell, like, that makes sense. Like, doubling up a lightning bolt. Is it as good as Luris, drawing an extra card every turn? Probably not, but it still seems decent, at least, I would say. All right, so chat, here's our final team Lutri burn deck. Here's what we ended up with. We could play Snap. We could go into blue and play Snapcares if we want to. So we have creature-wise 16. Maybe a little high, but some of those are like Street Wraith that we're just cycling. But we get a lot of 1-drops. We get a lot of classic bird stuff. Lightning bolts, it's a motley crew, but a little bit more. So I think my main concern with the deck, the biggest concern, and what will probably be an issue, is our 1-mana pile is a lot. Sideboard doesn't have to be singleton, but if we sideboard in a 2 of a card, so our deck isn't singleton, then we would lose Lutri as our companion. So I think that's my biggest concern. I think the biggest difference between our deck and I think the redundancy will be fine. My biggest concern is our curve is just a little bit higher. If you look at the top tier burn deck, their burn spells, that doesn't look like burn. That looks like, that's got Tarmogoyf. Okay, I guess it's burn-ish. 1 mana, 1 mana. Wow, it doesn't even, 1 mana, 1 mana, 1 mana. Burn doesn't even play much burn anymore. Good lord. It is all 1 mana though, but jeez. So the sideboard doesn't have to be singleton, but when we go to game 2, if our main deck isn't singleton, we can't have Lutri as our companion. Well, I think we'll have to give it a try. I don't think we're gonna give it a try tonight, unfortunately. But maybe if it's something you're interested in, we can give it a shot. Or maybe there's a maybe what we really do. Let's hang on. I think maybe we went the wrong direction. We might have went the very wrong direction. Let me read this again. When it enters a battlefield, if you cast it, copy target. Why were we building burn and not Panharmonicon? Why were we not building singleton Panharmonicon? I mean, I guess because we only get 1 Panharmonicon, but we have Yarok, so we have 2 Panharmonicons. All right. Well, maybe Thursday will be Lutri. Maybe Thursday will be Lutri day. Maybe we'll do some Lutri on Thursday. Singleton Panner. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should build singleton standard Yarok with Lutri as our companion, and see if we can wreck people with Lutri in standard. But on that note, everyone, thanks for deck building. Thanks for hanging out and having fun. I think that is a problem. Yarion is so perfect with Panharmonicon. But I think that brings us to the end for tonight. We had some fun. We played some Magic. We did some deck building. Y'all are amazing. One more reminder that our awesome sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. You can even grab a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. Otherwise, check out the YouTube. Tons of stuff going up on there. Tomorrow's Against the Odds, super sweet. Tonight there's a Grim video. Replay if you missed anything. If you want to catch up on our sweet Lutri bird deck. Babylon for the 4th month. The real deck building challenge is more than one companion being viable. Ooh, that is, and we will do that. And a deck building challenge for all of you. Welcome to the Fishbowl, Babylon. We'll play Lutri one way or another, maybe multiple ways on Thursday. So in the meantime, if you're bored tonight, tomorrow, Thursday morning, send me your sweet Lutri list, and maybe it'll inspire some fun on Thursday for the Lutri stream. So until Thursday, have a wonderful middle of the week. I love y'all. Y'all are super amazing. Seriously, you are great. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll see you on Thursday.